In a world filled with constant challenges and conflicts, the ability to truly understand and connect with others is more important than ever. Influence and empathy are two powerful tools that can transform the way we communicate with others both personally and professionally. In this chapter, we will explore the significance of influence, empathy, communication skills, and emotional intelligence in enhancing our relationships and achieving our goals. At the core of influence is the ability to inspire and motivate others towards a shared vision or goal. It involves leveraging our beliefs, values, and behaviors to persuade and impact the thoughts and actions of those around us. Influence is not about manipulation or control, but rather about creating a positive and lasting change in others through genuine connection and trust. Empathy, on the other hand, is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. It requires us to step into the shoes of others, to see the world from their perspective, and to truly listen and validate their emotions. Empathy is a powerful tool for building strong and authentic relationships as it fosters trust, understanding, and compassion. Communication skills play a crucial role in both influence and empathy. Effective communication involves not only the words we speak, but also our body language, tone of voice, and listening skills. By honing our communication abilities, we can convey our messages clearly and empathetically while also being open and receptive to the thoughts and feelings of others. Emotional intelligence is the final piece of the puzzle. It is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage our own emotions as well as the emotions of others. Emotional intelligence is essential for navigating the complexities of human relationships as it enables us to communicate effectively, resolve conflicts, and cultivate empathy and influence. Ultimately, influence and empathy go hand in hand. By developing our ability to influence others with integrity and authenticity while also empathizing with their thoughts and emotions, we can build meaningful connections, foster mutual understanding, and create positive change in our personal and professional lives. In the chapters that follow, we will delve deeper into the intricacies of influence, empathy, communication skills, and emotional intelligence. We will explore practical strategies and techniques for enhancing these important skills, as well as real-life examples and case studies that illustrate their power and impact. By embracing the principles of influence and empathy, we can unlock our full potential as compassionate and effective communicators and cultivate deeper and more rewarding relationships with those around us. As we embark on the journey of exploring influence and empathy, it is essential to first understand the basics of these concepts and how they impact our relationships with others. Influence is the ability to have an effect on the behavior, decisions, opinions, or emotions of others. It is a powerful tool that can be used for both positive and negative purposes. Understanding how to wield this power with empathy is crucial for building meaningful and lasting connections with those around us. Empathy, on the other hand, is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. It is the cornerstone of effective communication and emotional intelligence. By putting oneself in another's shoes, we can develop a deeper understanding of their perspective and build stronger bonds of trust and understanding. Influence and empathy are intertwined in the world of human interaction. To truly have an impact on others, we must first seek to understand their needs, desires, and fears. By approaching situations with empathy, we can navigate through conflicts and misunderstandings with grace and compassion. One of the key components of influence and empathy is active listening. This involves not only hearing the words that are being spoken, but truly understanding the underlying emotions and intentions behind them. By practicing active listening, we can create a safe space for open and honest communication, fostering a sense of trust and connection. Another important aspect of influence and empathy is emotional intelligence. This involves being aware of our own emotions and how they impact our interactions with others. By understanding our own triggers and biases, we can better navigate difficult conversations and build stronger relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. Influence and empathy are not just skills to be mastered, but values to be embraced. By approaching interactions with a genuine desire to understand and connect with others, we can create a world filled with compassion, empathy, and understanding. As we delve deeper into the realm of influence and empathy, it is important to remember that true connection comes from the heart. By approaching our relationships with authenticity and sincerity, we can build a foundation of trust and compassion that will stand the test of time. In the coming chapters, we will explore practical techniques and strategies for enhancing our influence and empathy in various aspects of our lives. By incorporating these tools into our daily interactions, we can create meaningful connections and foster a sense of unity and understanding with those around us. Let us embark on this journey with an open heart and a willingness to learn and grow. By cultivating our influence and empathy, we can create a world filled with love, kindness, and understanding. Chapter 2: Exploring the role of communication in enhancing influence and empathy. Communication is the foundation of all relationships. It is the medium through which we express our thoughts, feelings, and intentions. In order to truly enhance our influence and empathy, we must first understand the power of effective communication. Communication is not simply about speaking or conveying information. It is about connecting with others on a deeper level, understanding their needs, and expressing ourselves in a way that is both authentic and empathetic. One of the key principles of communication is active listening. When we truly listen to others, we are able to understand their perspective, empathize with their feelings, and respond in a way that is respectful and compassionate. Active listening requires us to be fully present, to focus on the speaker and their message, and to refrain from judgment or interruption. In addition to listening, effective communication also involves the ability to express ourselves clearly and assertively. When we communicate our needs, desires, and boundaries in a direct and respectful manner, we are able to build trust, establish healthy boundaries, and create deeper connections with others. Another important aspect of communication is the use of nonverbal cues. Our body language, gestures, and facial expressions can often convey more meaning than our words alone. By being mindful of our nonverbal communication, we can ensure that our message is received in the way that we intend. Ultimately, effective communication is about building understanding, trust, and connection with others. It is about recognizing the humanity in each individual and treating them with kindness, respect, and empathy. By honing our communication skills, we can enhance our influence and empathy in all areas of our lives, from our personal relationships to our professional interactions. When we communicate from a place of authenticity and compassion, we create a ripple effect of positivity and understanding that can transform our world. In conclusion, communication is a powerful tool that can be used to enhance influence and empathy. By actively listening, expressing ourselves assertively, and being mindful of our nonverbal cues, we can create deeper connections with others and build stronger relationships based on trust, respect, and understanding. As we continue on our journey of personal growth and self-discovery, let us remember the power of communication in enhancing our influence and empathy. Let us strive to communicate with authenticity, kindness, and compassion, and to create a world where understanding and connection reign supreme. Chapter 3: Communication is the foundation of all relationships. It is through communication that we express our thoughts, feelings, and needs to others. But communication is not just about speaking, it also involves listening. And not just passive listening, but active listening. Active listening is a skill that goes beyond simply hearing what someone is saying. It involves fully engaging with the speaker, paying attention to their words, tone, and body language. Active listening requires empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. Empathy is a key component of effective communication. When we are able to put ourselves in someone else's shoes, we can better understand their perspective and respond in a way that is compassionate and understanding. To develop active listening skills, we must first cultivate empathy within ourselves. This requires a willingness to see the world through the eyes of others, to set aside our own preconceived notions and judgments, and to truly listen with an open heart and mind. One way to practice active listening is to focus on the speaker without interrupting or formulating a response in our minds. Instead, we should give our full attention to the speaker, making eye contact, nodding our heads, and providing verbal cues such as "I see," "I understand," or "tell me more." Active listening also involves reflecting back what the speaker has said to demonstrate that we have truly heard and understood their words. This can be done by paraphrasing their statements, asking clarifying questions, or simply repeating back what they have said in our own words. Another important aspect of active listening is nonverbal communication. Our body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice can all convey empathy and understanding to the speaker. By maintaining an open posture, making eye contact, and mirroring the speaker's emotions, we can show that we are truly engaged in the conversation. In addition to developing empathy and active listening skills, it is also important to practice self-awareness. By understanding our own emotions, triggers, and biases, we can better control our reactions and respond more effectively to others. Self-awareness also allows us to recognize when we are not fully present in a conversation and to take steps to refocus our attention. This may involve deep breathing, grounding exercises, or simply reminding ourselves to stay present in the moment. Ultimately, developing active listening skills is a lifelong practice that requires dedication, patience, and self-reflection. By honing our ability to truly listen and empathize with others, we can improve our communication skills, build stronger connections, and foster greater understanding and compassion in our relationships. As we continue on our journey to enhance our understanding and empathy, we must delve into the realm of body language and nonverbal cues. These silent forms of communication can speak volumes and offer us valuable insights into the thoughts and emotions of others. Body language is a powerful tool that can either enhance or hinder our ability to connect with others. It encompasses a wide range of movements, gestures, and postures that can convey a myriad of messages. By becoming attuned to the subtleties of body language, we can improve our communication skills and deepen our empathy towards others. One of the key aspects of body language is facial expressions. Our faces are incredibly expressive, capable of conveying a wide range of emotions without uttering a single word. By paying attention to the subtle changes in someone's facial expressions, we can gain valuable insight into their feelings and thoughts. For example, a furrowed brow may indicate confusion or concern, while a genuine smile can convey warmth and sincerity. By being mindful of these cues, we can better understand and empathize with those around us. Another important aspect of body language is posture. The way we hold ourselves can speak volumes about our confidence, comfort level, and emotional state. A closed-off posture, such as crossed arms or hunched shoulders, can indicate defensiveness or discomfort. On the other hand, an open and relaxed posture can signal openness and receptivity. By being aware of our own posture and responding to the cues of others, we can create a more positive and empathetic connection. It is important to remember that body language is a two-way street. By being mindful of our own nonverbal cues, we can create a more empathetic and understanding environment for all. In addition to facial expressions and posture, gestures play a crucial role in communication. From hand movements to head nods, gestures can add depth and nuance to our words. By paying attention to the gestures of others, we can gain a deeper understanding of their emotions and intentions. For example, a firm handshake can convey confidence and assertiveness, while a gentle touch on the shoulder can signal empathy and support. By incorporating mindful gestures into our interactions, we can enhance our communication skills and foster stronger connections with those around us. It is important to remember that body language is not universal. Different cultures and individuals may interpret nonverbal cues differently. It is essential to approach body language with sensitivity and awareness, taking into account the cultural context and individual differences of those we interact with. In our quest to enhance our understanding and empathy, let us not overlook the power of body language and nonverbal cues. By paying attention to the subtle messages conveyed through facial expressions, posture, and gestures, we can deepen our connections with others and cultivate a greater sense of empathy and compassion. Let us strive to become more attuned to the silent language of the body, using it as a tool to enhance our communication skills and emotional intelligence. By incorporating the lessons of body language into our interactions, we can create a more empathetic and understanding world for ourselves and those around us. Chapter 5. In the journey of enhancing our communication skills and emotional intelligence, one of the most powerful tools we possess is empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. It is the bridge that connects us to others on a deeper, more profound level. When we tap into our empathy, we are able to truly connect with those around us in a way that goes beyond just words. Empathy is the key to building strong relationships, resolving conflicts, and fostering understanding. It allows us to see the world through the eyes of another, to feel their pain, their joy, their fears, and their hopes. It is a powerful force that can transform the way we relate to others and ultimately ourselves. To cultivate empathy, we must first begin by cultivating a deep sense of self-awareness. We must be willing to look within ourselves and acknowledge our own emotions, fears, and insecurities. By understanding our own feelings, we can better understand the feelings of others. This self-awareness is the foundation upon which empathy is built. Once we have developed a strong sense of self-awareness, we can begin to practice empathy in our daily interactions with others. We can do this by actively listening to others, by being present in the moment, and by truly seeking to understand the perspective of the person we are communicating with. Empathy requires us to set aside our own judgments and biases and to approach each interaction with an open heart and an open mind. When we practice empathy, we create a safe space for others to express themselves, to share their vulnerabilities, and to be truly seen and heard. We offer a listening ear, a compassionate heart, and a non-judgmental attitude. In doing so, we validate the experiences of others and we convey the message that their feelings are important and worthy of attention. Empathy also requires us to practice compassion towards others. Compassion is the act of showing kindness, understanding, and love to those who are suffering or in pain. When we approach others with compassion, we are able to offer support, comfort, and solace in times of need. We are able to offer a helping hand, a shoulder to cry on, and a caring presence. Empathy and compassion go hand in hand as they both stem from a place of deep understanding and connection. When we practice empathy and compassion, we are able to form deeper, more meaningful relationships with those around us. We are able to create a sense of community, belonging, and mutual respect. In our quest to enhance our communication skills and emotional intelligence, empathy is a powerful tool that can help us to bridge the gap between ourselves and others. It is a tool that can help us to build stronger, more authentic connections and to foster greater understanding and compassion in our interactions with the world. As we continue on our journey towards greater empathy and connection, let us remember that it is not just about understanding the feelings of others, but about truly caring for them, supporting them, and lifting them up. Let us approach each interaction with an open heart and an open mind, and let us strive to create a world where empathy and compassion are valued above all else. As we continue our journey towards mastering the art of effective communication and empathy, it is important to address the barriers that may hinder our progress. These barriers can manifest in various forms and can prevent us from truly connecting with others on a deeper level. In this chapter, we will explore some common barriers to effective communication and empathy and learn how to overcome them. One of the most common barriers to effective communication is a lack of self-awareness. When we are not fully aware of our own thoughts, feelings, and beliefs, it can be difficult to empathize with others and understand their perspectives. Self-awareness is the key to building empathy as it allows us to recognize our own biases and judgments and to see the world from a different point of view. Another barrier to effective communication is fear. Fear of rejection, fear of judgment, or fear of being vulnerable can prevent us from opening up to others and sharing our true thoughts and feelings. It is important to acknowledge these fears and to work on overcoming them so that we can communicate authentically and build meaningful connections with others. Misunderstandings and misinterpretations can also be barriers to effective communication. We may assume that we understand what someone is trying to communicate only to realize later that we have missed the mark completely. It is important to practice active listening and to ask clarifying questions in order to ensure that we are truly understanding and empathizing with the other person. Cultural and language barriers can also hinder effective communication and empathy. When we are communicating with someone from a different culture or background, it is important to be mindful of cultural differences and to approach the conversation with an open mind. Learning about and respecting the customs and traditions of others can help to bridge the gap and foster understanding and empathy. Ego can be another barrier to effective communication and empathy. When we are driven by our own ego and self-interest, it can be difficult to truly listen to others and to empathize with their experiences. By letting go of our ego and approaching conversations with humility and compassion, we can create a space for authentic connection and understanding to flourish. Insecurities and low self-esteem can also hinder our ability to communicate effectively and empathize with others. When we are feeling insecure or unworthy, it can be challenging to show up authentically and to engage in meaningful conversations. It is important to work on building self-confidence and self-acceptance so that we can show up as our true selves and connect with others in a genuine and compassionate way. In conclusion, there are many barriers that can prevent us from communicating effectively and empathizing with others. By cultivating self-awareness, overcoming fears, practicing active listening, being mindful of cultural differences, letting go of ego, and building self-confidence, we can begin to break down these barriers and create space for authentic connection and understanding to thrive. Remember, communication and empathy are not just skills to be learned, but qualities to be embodied. Embrace them fully and watch as your relationships transform and deepen in ways you never thought possible. Chapter 7. In the journey of enhancing our communication skills and emotional intelligence, one of the most important aspects we must focus on is building trust and rapport through effective communication and empathy. Trust and rapport are the foundation of any meaningful relationship, whether it be at work, in friendships, or in romantic partnerships. Without trust and rapport, our interactions with others can feel strained and superficial. Building trust and rapport begins with communication. Effective communication is not just about speaking words or conveying information, but rather about truly connecting with others on a deeper level. It involves listening with an open heart and mind, empathizing with the emotions and perspectives of others, and expressing ourselves authentically and respectfully. When we communicate in this way, we create a safe space for honest and meaningful interactions to take place. Empathy plays a crucial role in building trust and rapport. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. It requires us to step into the shoes of another, to see the world from their perspective, and to genuinely care about their well-being. When we approach our interactions with empathy, we demonstrate that we value and respect the other person's experiences and emotions. This can help to foster a sense of connection and understanding between us. But empathy goes beyond just understanding and sharing the feelings of others. It also involves validating and affirming their emotions. When we validate someone's emotions, we let them know that we hear them, that we understand where they're coming from, and that their feelings are valid. This can help to build trust and rapport by creating a sense of acceptance and empathy in the relationship. In order to truly connect with others through empathy, we must first connect with ourselves. Self-awareness is the foundation of empathy, as it allows us to recognize and understand our own emotions and triggers. When we are in touch with our own feelings, we are better able to empathize with the feelings of others. Self-awareness also helps us to recognize when our own biases and assumptions may be clouding our ability to empathize with others. In addition to self-awareness, self-compassion is also an important aspect of developing empathy. Self-compassion involves treating ourselves with kindness and understanding, especially when we make mistakes or face challenges. When we are compassionate towards ourselves, we are better able to extend the compassion to others and to create a sense of trust and rapport in our relationships. Another key aspect of building trust and rapport through communication and empathy is active listening. Active listening involves fully engaging with the speaker, giving them our full attention, and responding in a way that shows we have understood and empathize with them. This means not just listening to the words that are spoken, but also paying attention to the speaker's tone of voice, body language, and emotions. When we practice active listening, we create a sense of presence and mindfulness in our interactions. We show the speaker that we are truly interested in what they have to say, that we value their perspective, and that we are willing to listen with an open heart. This can help to build trust and rapport by creating a sense of connection and understanding between us. In order to practice active listening effectively, we must also practice reflective listening. Reflective listening involves paraphrasing what the speaker has said, summarizing their main points, and reflecting back their emotions and experiences. This allows the speaker to feel heard and understood and can help to strengthen the bond of trust and rapport between us. In addition to active listening and reflective listening, using open-ended questions can also help to foster deeper connections with others. Open-ended questions encourage the speaker to share more about their thoughts, feelings, and experiences, and can help to create a sense of trust and rapport by showing genuine interest and curiosity. By asking open-ended questions, we demonstrate that we are willing to listen and engage with the speaker in a meaningful way. In building trust and rapport through effective communication and empathy, it is important to approach our interactions with authenticity and vulnerability. Authenticity involves being true to ourselves, expressing our thoughts and feelings honestly, and showing up as our genuine selves. When we are authentic in our interactions, we create a sense of trust and connection by showing others that we are sincere and trustworthy. Vulnerability involves being willing to show our true selves, to share our emotions and experiences openly, and to take emotional risks in our relationships. When we are vulnerable with others, we create a sense of intimacy and connection by showing that we trust them with our deepest thoughts and feelings. This can help to build trust and rapport by creating a sense of closeness and understanding. In order to be authentic and vulnerable in our interactions, we must also practice self-compassion and self-acceptance. Self-compassion involves treating ourselves with kindness and understanding, especially when we feel vulnerable or exposed. When we are compassionate towards ourselves, we are better able to show authenticity and vulnerability in our relationships. Self-acceptance involves embracing our imperfections and flaws and showing ourselves unconditional love and acceptance. When we accept ourselves as we are, we can show up authentically and vulnerably in our interactions with others. Building trust and rapport through effective communication and empathy is an ongoing journey that requires practice, patience, and self-awareness. By cultivating empathy, active listening, authenticity, and vulnerability in our interactions, we can create deep and meaningful connections with others. When we approach our relationships with care, compassion, and understanding, we can build trust and rapport that can last a lifetime. Let us continue to walk this path of growth and connection as we strive to enhance our communication skills and emotional intelligence through the power of influence and empathy. Chapter 8. In the journey of enhancing our communication skills and emotional intelligence, one of the crucial aspects we must learn to master is the art of adapting our communication styles to different personalities and situations. Each individual we encounter is unique, with their own set of beliefs, values, and experiences that shape the way they perceive the world. In order to truly connect with others and build meaningful relationships, we must learn to tailor our approach to match the needs and preferences of those we interact with. One of the first steps in adapting our communication styles is to develop a deep sense of empathy towards others. Empathy allows us to see the world through the eyes of another, to understand their emotions, thoughts, and experiences on a deeper level. When we approach others with empathy, we are better able to connect with them on a more meaningful level, fostering trust and understanding in our relationships. To develop empathy, we must first cultivate an open mind and a willingness to listen without judgment. We must set aside our own preconceived notions and biases and truly focus on understanding the perspective of the other person. This requires active listening, where we not only hear the words being spoken but also pay attention to the underlying emotions and intentions behind them. Once we have developed a sense of empathy, we can begin to tailor our communication styles to match the needs of different personalities. Some individuals may respond best to a more direct and assertive approach, while others may prefer a more gentle and compassionate tone. By paying attention to the cues and signals given off by the other person, we can adjust our communication style accordingly to create a more effective and harmonious interaction. In adapting our communication styles, it is important to recognize that different situations may also call for different approaches. In a professional setting, for example, we may need to be more formal and concise in our communication, whereas in a personal setting, a more casual and relaxed tone may be more appropriate. By being attuned to the context of the situation, we can ensure that our communication is not only effective but also respectful and considerate of the needs of those we are interacting with. One key aspect of adapting our communication styles is the ability to be flexible and adaptable in our approach. This means being willing to step outside of our comfort zone and try new ways of communicating, even if they may feel unfamiliar or challenging at first. By embracing change and growth in our communication style, we can continue to evolve and improve our ability to connect with others in a more meaningful and authentic way. In the practice of adapting our communication styles, it is important to remember that the goal is not to manipulate or deceive others, but rather to create genuine and authentic connections based on mutual respect and understanding. By approaching each interaction with an open heart and a willingness to learn and grow, we can build stronger and more fulfilling relationships with those around us. As we continue on our journey of enhancing our communication skills and emotional intelligence, let us remember the importance of adapting our communication styles to different personalities and situations. By cultivating empathy, being flexible and adaptable, and approaching each interaction with an open heart, we can create deeper connections and foster greater understanding and harmony in our relationships. Chapter 9. As we journey through life, we are bound to encounter conflicts and difficult conversations along the way. It is a natural part of human interaction, as we all have different perspectives, beliefs, and emotions that can sometimes clash. How we handle these conflicts and confrontations can greatly impact our relationships with others and our own emotional well-being. In this chapter, we will delve deeper into the importance of handling conflicts with empathy and understanding. By cultivating these qualities, we can not only navigate challenging situations more effectively but also strengthen our connections with those around us. When faced with a conflict, our initial reaction may be to become defensive or aggressive. We may feel the need to protect ourselves and prove that we are right. However, approaching conflicts from a place of empathy allows us to see the situation from the other person's perspective. It enables us to understand their feelings, thoughts, and motivations, which can lead to a more constructive and peaceful resolution. Empathy is a powerful tool that can help us bridge the gap between ourselves and others, even in the midst of a heated argument. By showing genuine interest in the other person's point of view and actively listening to their concerns, we demonstrate a willingness to empathize and connect on a deeper level. This can create a sense of mutual understanding and respect, paving the way for effective communication and conflict resolution. In addition to empathy, understanding is another key component in handling conflicts with grace and compassion. By taking the time to understand the underlying causes of the conflict and the emotions driving each party's behavior, we can gain valuable insights into the situation. This deeper understanding can help us approach the conflict with a sense of perspective and clarity rather than reacting impulsively out of anger or frustration. When engaging in difficult conversations, it is important to maintain an open mind and be willing to see things from a different perspective. This requires us to set aside our preconceived notions and biases and approach the situation with a sense of curiosity and humility. By embracing a mindset of continuous learning and growth, we can cultivate a greater sense of empathy and understanding towards others. Conflict resolution is not about winning or losing, but about finding a solution that is mutually beneficial and respectful towards all parties involved. It requires humility, patience, and a willingness to listen and learn from others. By approaching conflicts with empathy and understanding, we can create a safe and supportive environment for honest and open communication where all voices are heard and valued. In conclusion, handling conflicts and difficult conversations with empathy and understanding is a powerful way to enhance our communication skills and emotional intelligence. By cultivating these qualities, we can foster deeper connections with others, build stronger relationships, and create a more harmonious and compassionate world. Let us strive to approach conflicts with a sense of empathy and understanding, embodying the values of kindness, respect, and love in all our interactions. May we all learn to navigate conflicts with grace and compassion, embracing the wisdom of empathy and understanding in our daily lives. As we journey further into the depths of empathy, we come to a crucial aspect that truly enhances our ability to connect with others on a deeper level: perspective taking. This practice involves putting ourselves in someone else's shoes, seeing the world through their eyes, and understanding their thoughts, feelings, and motivations. By cultivating the skill of perspective taking, we can develop a greater sense of empathy and compassion towards others. Imagine for a moment that you are standing at the edge of a vast ocean, staring out at the endless expanse of water before you. Now, picture yourself in the shoes of a fisherman who relies on the ocean for his livelihood. His entire life revolves around the waters that stretch out before him, providing him with sustenance, income, and a sense of purpose. By immersing yourself in his world, you begin to understand the deep connection he has with the ocean, the joy of a successful catch, and the fear of a storm that threatens to destroy his livelihood. This exercise in perspective taking allows us to step outside of ourselves and truly see the world through the eyes of another. It is a powerful tool that enables us to break down barriers, bridge divides, and foster a greater sense of understanding and connection with those around us. When we take the time to empathize with others, we open ourselves up to a wealth of experiences, perspectives, and emotions that enrich our lives and deepen our relationships. In addition to perspective taking, emotional awareness plays a crucial role in cultivating empathy. This involves being attuned to our own emotions as well as the emotions of others and recognizing how these emotions influence our thoughts, actions, and interactions. By developing a greater sense of emotional intelligence, we can navigate the complexities of human relationships with grace, compassion, and empathy. Emotional awareness begins with self-reflection, introspection, and mindfulness. It is about taking the time to explore our own emotional landscape, uncovering our fears, desires, and vulnerabilities, and learning to embrace all aspects of ourselves with love and acceptance. When we are in tune with our own emotions, we are better equipped to recognize and empathize with the emotions of others, creating a powerful connection that transcends words and actions. One of the key components of emotional awareness is the ability to regulate our own emotions in the face of challenging situations. This involves recognizing when we are experiencing strong emotions such as anger, fear, or sadness, and finding healthy ways to cope with and express these feelings. By staying grounded and centered in the midst of emotional turbulence, we can respond to others with empathy and compassion rather than react impulsively or defensively. Cultivating empathy through perspective taking and emotional awareness is a lifelong journey that requires dedication, practice, and self-reflection. It is an ongoing process of growth and discovery that enriches our relationships, deepens our understanding of ourselves and others, and empowers us to make a positive impact on the world around us. By embracing empathy as a guiding principle in our lives, we can create a more compassionate, empathetic, and harmonious society for all beings. Chapter 11. In the realm of influence and empathy, one of the most powerful tools we have at our disposal is storytelling. Stories have a unique ability to touch our hearts, connect us to others, and evoke deep emotions. Through the art of storytelling, we can enhance our emotional connection with others and greatly increase our influence. Stories have been a part of human culture since the beginning of time. They have been used to pass on wisdom, teach important lessons, and inspire change. When we share our own stories with others, we create a bridge of understanding and empathy that can lead to powerful connections. The key to using storytelling effectively is to be authentic and vulnerable. When we share our stories from a place of honesty and openness, we invite others to do the same. This vulnerability creates a safe space for emotional connection to flourish. As you begin to incorporate storytelling into your communication skills, consider the following tips. 1. Choose stories that are relevant to the situation. When sharing a story, make sure it is related to the topic at hand. This will help others see the connection between the story and the message you are trying to convey. 2. Use sensory details. Paint a vivid picture with your words by incorporating sensory details such as sights, sounds, smells, tastes, and feelings. This will help others to visualize the story and connect with it on a deeper level. 3. Engage your audience. When telling a story, make sure to engage your audience by using eye contact, gestures, and tonal variation. This will help to keep their attention and draw them into the story. 4. Be mindful of your emotions. Share your stories with genuine emotion and sincerity. Allow yourself to feel the emotions of the story as you tell it, as this will help others to connect with you on a deeper level. 5. Reflect on the lessons. After sharing a story, take a moment to reflect on the lessons or insights it contains. This will help others to see the deeper meaning behind the story and apply it to their own lives. By incorporating storytelling into your communication skills, you can greatly enhance your emotional connection with others and increase your influence. Stories have a unique ability to touch the heart, inspire change, and create deep connections. As you begin to share your own stories with others, you will find that your ability to influence and empathize grows stronger with each passing day. As we continue our journey towards mastering the art of influence and empathy, we must never forget the importance of applying these techniques ethically and responsibly. It is all too easy to fall into the trap of using our newfound skills for personal gain or manipulation. However, true influence comes from a place of authenticity and integrity. One of the key principles of ethical influence is to always have the best interests of others at heart. When we approach a situation with genuine empathy and a desire to help, our influence will naturally be more effective. This means taking the time to truly listen to others, understand their needs and concerns, and offer solutions that benefit everyone involved. Another important aspect of ethical influence is transparency. We must always be honest and open in our communication, never using deceit or manipulation to get our way. When we are transparent in our intentions and actions, we build trust with others and create a foundation for lasting relationships. It is also crucial to consider the long-term impact of our influence. Will our actions benefit not only ourselves but also those around us? Will they contribute to a positive and harmonious environment? By asking ourselves these questions, we can ensure that our influence is always used for the greater good. Influence is a powerful tool, but with that power comes great responsibility. We must always be mindful of the impact we have on others and strive to use our influence in a way that uplifts and empowers them. When we approach influence with a sense of ethics and responsibility, we can truly make a difference in the world around us. As we continue to practice and refine our influence and empathy skills, let us always remember the importance of using them ethically and responsibly. By doing so, we can create a more compassionate and understanding world for ourselves and others. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and may you continue to grow and evolve on the path to mastery. As we delve deeper into the realm of enhancing communication skills and emotional intelligence, we come to a pivotal chapter on the practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness is a powerful tool that can transform the way we interact with others and understand ourselves on a deeper level. It involves being fully present in the moment without judgment or attachment to our thoughts and emotions. When we practice mindfulness, we cultivate a sense of awareness and clarity that allows us to communicate more effectively and empathetically. We become more attuned to the subtle nuances in our interactions, enabling us to respond with compassion and understanding. By being fully present in each moment, we can truly listen to others and connect with them on a deeper level. One of the key components of mindfulness is the practice of self-awareness. This involves turning our attention inward and observing our thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations without getting caught up in them. By becoming more aware of our internal landscape, we can better understand our own triggers and reactions, allowing us to respond more skillfully in challenging situations. Mindfulness also helps us cultivate a sense of compassion towards ourselves and others. When we approach communication with a heart full of kindness and empathy, we create a safe and nurturing space for authentic connection to flourish. By letting go of judgment and ego, we can truly see others for who they are and respond to their needs with grace and understanding. Incorporating mindfulness into our daily lives can have profound effects on our communication skills and emotional intelligence. By practicing mindfulness meditation regularly, we can train our minds to be more focused, calm, and compassionate. This inner stability allows us to navigate the ups and downs of life with grace and resilience, fostering deeper connections with those around us. In addition to formal meditation practices, there are many ways to incorporate mindfulness into our daily routines. Engaging in activities such as mindful walking, eating, or listening can help us to stay present and fully engaged in the moment. By bringing mindfulness into every aspect of our lives, we can cultivate a sense of peace and clarity that radiates outwards, positively impacting those we come into contact with. As we continue to explore the power of mindfulness in enhancing communication skills and emotional intelligence, it is important to remember that it is a journey of self-discovery and growth. By approaching each moment with curiosity and openness, we can uncover new insights about ourselves and our relationships, leading to greater understanding and connection. So, take a moment to pause and breathe as you reflect on how mindfulness can enhance your communication and emotional intelligence. Embrace this practice with an open heart and a willingness to learn, and watch as your interactions with others become more authentic, meaningful, and fulfilling. Remember, the power of mindfulness lies within you. All you have to do is tap into it and let it guide you on your path towards greater awareness and empathy. Chapter 14. Enhancing empathy through active compassion and kindness. In our journey towards enhancing our communication skills and emotional intelligence, one of the most powerful tools we have at our disposal is empathy. Empathy allows us to understand and share the feelings of others, connecting with them on a deeper level and building stronger, more meaningful relationships. But empathy can also be enhanced through active compassion and kindness. Compassion is the ability to recognize the suffering of others and take action to help alleviate that suffering. It is a powerful force for good in the world, and when combined with empathy, it can lead to profound changes in how we interact with those around us. By cultivating a sense of compassion towards others, we can open our hearts and minds to their experiences, creating a space for true understanding and connection to flourish. Kindness is another essential ingredient in the recipe for enhancing empathy. Kindness is the act of showing care, consideration, and generosity towards others, even in the smallest of ways. By practicing kindness towards those we interact with, we can create a more positive and supportive environment, fostering trust and mutual respect. When we combine compassion and kindness with our empathy, we become a beacon of light in the lives of those around us. Our actions and words carry the weight of our genuine concern and care for others, creating a ripple effect of positivity and understanding. Through active compassion and kindness, we can build bridges of empathy that span across divides of difference, bringing us closer together as a global community. But how can we cultivate a sense of compassion and kindness in our daily lives? It starts with a shift in perspective, recognizing that everyone we encounter is fighting their own battle and deserving of our understanding and support. When we approach each interaction with an open heart and a willingness to connect with others on a deeper level, we can begin to see the world through their eyes, gaining a greater sense of empathy and compassion. Practicing mindfulness can also help us to enhance our empathy through active compassion and kindness. By being present in the moment and fully engaged with those around us, we can better tune into their emotions and needs, responding with care and understanding. Mindfulness allows us to break free from the constraints of our own self-centeredness, opening us up to the experiences of others and deepening our sense of empathy. Another way to enhance our empathy through active compassion and kindness is to engage in acts of service and volunteer work. By giving our time and energy to those in need, we can develop a greater sense of connectedness and empathy towards others. Through these acts of service, we can cultivate compassion and kindness in our hearts, creating a ripple effect of positivity that extends far beyond ourselves. Ultimately, enhancing empathy through active compassion and kindness is a lifelong journey requiring dedication and practice. But the rewards of building deeper, more meaningful relationships with those around us are immeasurable. By cultivating a sense of compassion and kindness in our daily lives, we can create a more empathetic and understanding world, one interaction at a time. As we continue on our journey to enhancing our communication skills and emotional intelligence, we reach a crucial point in our development: the importance of developing resilience and self-awareness. In this chapter, we will explore how these two key qualities can strengthen our emotional intelligence and empower us to navigate the challenges we face with grace and wisdom. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, to adapt to change, and to thrive in the face of difficult circumstances. It is a quality that is essential for success in both our personal and professional lives. When we develop resilience, we are better equipped to handle setbacks, overcome obstacles, and grow stronger through our experiences. One of the key components of resilience is the ability to cultivate a positive mindset. This involves shifting our focus away from negative thoughts and emotions and towards a more optimistic and empowering perspective. By choosing to see challenges as opportunities for growth and setbacks as learning experiences, we can build resilience and develop a mindset that is resilient to adversity. Self-awareness is another critical component of emotional intelligence. It is the ability to recognize and understand our own emotions, thoughts, and behaviors and how they impact ourselves and those around us. When we are self-aware, we are better able to manage our emotions, communicate effectively, and make informed decisions. Developing self-awareness requires us to engage in introspection and reflection. We must be willing to explore our innermost thoughts and feelings and to examine our beliefs, values, and motivations. Through this process of self-discovery, we can gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and develop the insight needed to navigate our emotions and interactions with others effectively. By combining resilience and self-awareness, we can strengthen our emotional intelligence and cultivate a deeper sense of empathy and understanding towards ourselves and others. When we are resilient, we are better able to withstand the challenges that life brings our way and to respond to them with grace and courage. When we are self-aware, we are better able to navigate our emotions, communicate effectively, and build stronger relationships with those around us. As we continue to develop these qualities, we may find that we experience a greater sense of peace, joy, and fulfillment in our lives. We may find that we are better equipped to handle the ups and downs of life and to connect more deeply with ourselves and others. And we may find that we are able to bring a greater sense of empathy and compassion to our interactions and to create positive change in the world around us. In conclusion, developing resilience and self-awareness is essential for strengthening our emotional intelligence and enhancing our communication skills. By cultivating these qualities, we can empower ourselves to navigate life's challenges with grace and wisdom and to build deeper, more meaningful connections with ourselves and others. Let us continue on this journey of self-discovery and growth, and may we continue to embrace the power of resilience and self-awareness in our quest for greater empathy and understanding. As we continue our journey towards enhancing our communication skills and emotional intelligence, we come to a crucial chapter that focuses on creating a culture of empathy and influence in both personal and professional relationships. This chapter dives deep into the power of empathy and how it can truly transform the way we interact with others. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. It goes beyond just listening to someone's words, but truly putting yourself in their shoes and seeing the world from their perspective. When we practice empathy, we can build stronger connections with others, deepen our understanding of their emotions, and cultivate a sense of mutual respect and trust. Influence, on the other hand, is the ability to have an effect on the actions, behavior, and opinions of others. When we combine empathy with influence, we can create a powerful dynamic that allows us to forge meaningful relationships and inspire positive change in those around us. To create a culture of empathy and influence, we must first start by cultivating a deep sense of self-awareness. This means taking the time to reflect on our own thoughts, emotions, and behaviors and understanding how they impact the way we interact with others. Once we have a strong foundation of self-awareness, we can then begin to practice active listening. This means being fully present in conversations, truly hearing what others have to say, and responding with empathy and understanding. When we listen with empathy, we show others that we value their perspectives and are willing to engage in meaningful dialogue. Another essential aspect of creating a culture of empathy and influence is practicing vulnerability. This means being open and honest about our own thoughts and emotions and being willing to share our experiences with others. When we show vulnerability, we create a safe space for others to do the same, fostering deeper connections and building trust. In addition to vulnerability, practicing empathy and influence also requires us to practice patience and compassion. We must be willing to put aside our own agendas and take the time to truly understand the needs and emotions of others. By demonstrating patience and compassion, we can create a supportive environment where everyone feels heard and valued. As we continue to cultivate a culture of empathy and influence, we must also be willing to set boundaries and manage our own emotions. This means recognizing when we need to take a step back, practice self-care, and regulate our reactions in difficult situations. By prioritizing our own well-being, we can better support and empathize with others. Ultimately, creating a culture of empathy and influence is about fostering deep connections, building trust, and inspiring positive change in our personal and professional relationships. By practicing empathy, vulnerability, patience, and compassion, we can cultivate a sense of mutual understanding and respect that transcends boundaries and brings people closer together. As we move forward on our journey towards enhancing our communication skills and emotional intelligence, let us remember the power of empathy and influence in creating a culture of understanding and connection. By embracing these principles in our daily interactions, we can create a more empathetic and influential world for ourselves and those around us. Chapter 17. Influence and Empathy, Empowering Others Through Effective Communication and Empathy. As we continue our journey towards enhancing our communication skills and emotional intelligence, we must not overlook the power of empowering others. Empowerment is a beautiful gift we can offer to those around us, allowing them to realize their full potential and step into their true magnificence. And one of the most powerful ways to empower others is through effective communication and empathy. When we communicate effectively with others, we create a safe and supportive environment in which they can express themselves fully and authentically. We listen with an open heart and an open mind, allowing their words to penetrate our souls and touch us deeply. We respond with kindness and compassion, offering our support and encouragement every step of the way. But communication is not just about words. It is also about body language, tone of voice, and energy. When we communicate with empathy, we are able to tune into the feelings and emotions of others, understanding their perspective and showing genuine care and concern. We are present in the moment, fully engaged and attentive, sending out positive vibrations that uplift and inspire. Empathy is a powerful force that connects us all on a deeper level. When we empathize with others, we are able to see beyond their words and actions, recognizing their struggles and challenges with compassion and understanding. We validate their feelings and emotions, acknowledging their pain and suffering without judgment or criticism. We offer our support and love unconditionally, holding space for them to heal and grow. Empathy allows us to step into the shoes of others, experiencing their joys and sorrows as if they were our own. It helps us to build trust and connection, creating a strong bond that transcends all barriers and differences. It enables us to communicate with authenticity and vulnerability, sharing our true selves with humility and grace. By empowering others through effective communication and empathy, we inspire them to believe in themselves and their abilities. We encourage them to follow their dreams and pursue their passions with confidence and determination. We support them in overcoming their fears and doubts, guiding them towards their highest potential and greatest purpose. Empowerment is a two-way street. As we empower others, we also empower ourselves. When we uplift and inspire those around us, we uplift and inspire ourselves in the process. We realize the interconnectedness of all beings, recognizing that we are all part of the same divine tapestry of life. So let us continue to enhance our communication skills and emotional intelligence, using them as tools to empower others and spread love and light wherever we go. Let us be beacons of hope and inspiration, shining brightly in the darkness and guiding others towards the path of love and transformation. Together, we can create a world filled with compassion and empathy, a world where all beings are valued and respected, where all voices are heard and honored. Let us join hands and hearts in this noble endeavor, committing to uplift and empower each other in the spirit of unity and love. And so it is. Amen. As we navigate through the journey of enhancing our communication skills and emotional intelligence, we must not overlook the important tools of feedback and reflection. These two practices hold immense power in helping us deepen our understanding of ourselves and others, thereby increasing our ability to connect with empathy. Feedback is a vital part of our growth and development. It provides us with valuable insights into how our words and actions are perceived by others. Through feedback, we can learn about the impact we have on those around us, allowing us to make adjustments and improvements where necessary. While receiving feedback can sometimes feel uncomfortable or even painful, it is important to remember that it is a gift, a mirror reflecting back to us aspects of ourselves that we may not be aware of. When receiving feedback, it is crucial to approach it with an open mind and a willingness to learn. Instead of becoming defensive or shutting down, take a moment to pause and reflect on what is being shared with you. Ask yourself, what is the underlying message behind this feedback? What can I learn from this? How can I use this feedback to grow and improve? It is also important to seek feedback actively rather than waiting for it to come to you. Reach out to friends, colleagues, and mentors and ask for their honest thoughts on your communication style and emotional intelligence. Listen attentively to what they have to say without interruption or judgment. Remember, feedback is not a personal attack, it is an opportunity for growth and self-awareness. Reflection is another powerful tool for enhancing our communication and empathy skills. Through reflection, we can gain a deeper understanding of our thoughts, feelings, and actions, allowing us to become more conscious and intentional in our interactions with others. By taking the time to reflect on our experiences, we can identify patterns and inconsistencies in our behavior, leading to greater self-awareness and personal growth. One powerful technique for reflection is journaling. Take the time each day to write down your thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Reflect on the interactions you had with others and consider how you could have responded differently to enhance communication and empathy. By writing down your reflections, you can track your progress and identify areas for improvement over time. Meditation is another valuable tool for reflection. Take a few moments each day to sit in silence, focusing on your breath and clearing your mind. Allow your thoughts and emotions to surface without judgment, observing them from a place of compassion and curiosity. Through regular meditation practice, you can cultivate greater self-awareness and emotional intelligence, leading to more authentic and meaningful connections with others. Incorporating feedback and reflection into your daily routine can have a profound impact on your communication skills and emotional intelligence. By embracing these practices with an open heart and a spirit of curiosity, you can deepen your understanding of yourself and others, creating more meaningful and fulfilling relationships in the process. Remember, the journey of self-discovery is ongoing. There is always room to learn and grow. Embrace feedback and reflection as powerful tools on your path to enhancing communication and empathy. As we continue our exploration of empathy and influence, it is important to consider the impact that technology has had on these essential aspects of communication and emotional intelligence. In today's fast-paced, technology-driven world, we are constantly bombarded with information and distractions that can make it difficult to truly connect with others on a deep and meaningful level. One of the most significant ways that technology has affected our ability to empathize with others is through the prevalence of social media. Platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter have made it easier than ever to stay connected with friends and family, but they have also created a culture of comparison and competition that can lead to feelings of inadequacy and isolation. When we are constantly bombarded with carefully curated images and updates from our peers, it can be easy to fall into the trap of believing that everyone else has it all together while we are struggling to keep up. This can lead to a lack of empathy for others as we become so focused on our own insecurities and struggles that we fail to truly see and understand the experiences of those around us. In addition to social media, the rise of texting and instant messaging has also had a significant impact on our ability to empathize with others. When we communicate primarily through written messages, we lose the nuances of verbal and nonverbal cues that are vital for truly understanding and connecting with another person. Tone of voice, body language, and facial expressions all play a crucial role in effective communication, and when these are absent, it can be easy for misunderstandings to occur. Furthermore, the convenience and immediacy of texting and messaging can lead to a lack of empathy and consideration for the feelings of others. It can be all too easy to fire off a quick message without taking the time to consider how it might be received, leading to miscommunications and hurt feelings. But despite the challenges that technology can present to our ability to empathize with others, it also has the potential to enhance our influence and communication skills in powerful ways. The internet has made it possible for us to connect with people from all over the world, allowing us to share our ideas and perspectives with a larger audience than ever before. Through blogs, podcasts, and social networking sites, we have the ability to spread our message and influence others in ways that were not possible just a few decades ago. This can be a powerful tool for promoting empathy and understanding, as we have the opportunity to engage with individuals who may have different backgrounds, beliefs, and experiences than our own. Furthermore, technology has also made it easier for us to access information and resources that can help us develop our empathy and influence skills. Online courses, webinars, and self-help resources are all readily available at our fingertips, providing us with the tools and knowledge we need to improve our communication and emotional intelligence. In order to harness the power of technology for enhancing our empathy and influence, it is important to approach it with mindfulness and intention. By being conscious of how we use social media and messaging platforms, we can ensure that we are not allowing them to detract from our ability to truly connect with others. Taking the time to engage in face-to-face conversations, practice active listening, and seek out diverse perspectives can all help to cultivate empathy and understanding in a digital world. By being mindful of our online interactions and using technology as a tool for growth and connection, we can leverage its potential to enhance our influence and communication skills in profound ways. As we navigate the complexities of technology in our modern world, let us remember the importance of empathy and influence in building strong relationships and fostering understanding. By approaching technology with mindfulness and intention, we can harness its power to connect with others on a deeper level and make a positive impact in our personal and professional lives. In today's fast-paced and ever-changing world, effective leadership is more important than ever. Leaders must possess not only the necessary skills and knowledge to guide their teams, but also the emotional intelligence to connect with and understand those they lead. Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage our own emotions as well as the emotions of others. It is a critical component of effective leadership as it allows leaders to empathize with their team members, build trust, and create a positive and supportive work environment. In this chapter, we will explore the importance of emotional intelligence in leadership and decision-making and how you can enhance your own emotional intelligence to become a more effective and empathetic leader. One of the key elements of emotional intelligence in leadership is self-awareness. Leaders who are self-aware are able to recognize their own emotions and how they impact their thoughts and actions. By understanding their own strengths and weaknesses, they can better manage their emotions and make more informed decisions. Self-aware leaders are also able to recognize and regulate their emotions, which is crucial in high-pressure situations. By staying calm and collected, they can lead their team with confidence and inspire trust and confidence in others. Another important aspect of emotional intelligence in leadership is empathy. Empathetic leaders are able to understand and share the feelings of others, which helps to build strong relationships and foster a sense of camaraderie within the team. By listening actively and showing genuine concern for the well-being of their team members, empathetic leaders create a supportive and inclusive work environment where everyone feels valued and respected. Empathetic leaders are also able to see things from different perspectives, which can be invaluable in decision-making. By considering the thoughts and feelings of others, they are able to make more informed and compassionate decisions that take into account the needs and concerns of all stakeholders. In addition to self-awareness and empathy, emotional intelligence in leadership also involves effective communication. Leaders who are able to communicate clearly and openly with their team members are able to build trust and foster collaboration. By listening actively and providing constructive feedback, they create a culture of open communication where everyone feels heard and valued. Leaders who possess emotional intelligence are also able to inspire and motivate their team members. By demonstrating optimism, resilience, and a positive outlook, they can help to boost morale and create a sense of purpose and direction within the team. In conclusion, emotional intelligence is a critical component of effective leadership and decision-making. By developing self-awareness, empathy, and effective communication skills, you can become a more empathetic and successful leader. By leading with compassion and understanding, you can build strong relationships, inspire trust, and create a positive and supportive work environment. Remember, true leadership is not about power or authority, but about connecting with and understanding those you lead. By cultivating emotional intelligence in leadership, you can become a more effective and empathetic leader who inspires others to achieve greatness. As we continue our journey towards mastering the art of communication and emotional intelligence, we find ourselves at a crucial juncture: the integration of influence and empathy into our everyday interactions. Influence and empathy are two powerful tools that, when used together, can help us navigate through the complexities of human relationships with grace and authenticity. Influence is the ability to persuade, motivate, and inspire others to take action or change their beliefs. It is not about manipulation or coercion, but rather about understanding the needs and desires of the people we are communicating with and presenting our ideas in a way that resonates with them. When we use influence in a conscious and ethical manner, we can bring about positive change in the world around us. Empathy, on the other hand, is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. It is about being present, listening deeply, and connecting with people on a heart level. When we approach interactions with empathy, we open ourselves up to truly understanding the perspectives and experiences of others, fostering a sense of connection and trust. Integrating influence and empathy into our interactions requires us to cultivate a deep sense of self-awareness and emotional intelligence. It starts with recognizing our own biases, prejudices, and triggers and learning to manage them effectively. When we are able to see ourselves clearly, we can then extend that same level of awareness to others, creating a space for genuine dialogue and understanding. One key aspect of integrating influence and empathy is learning to communicate assertively yet compassionately. This means being able to clearly express our thoughts, feelings, and needs while also validating the perspectives of others. It involves setting boundaries, standing up for ourselves, and advocating for what we believe in, all while maintaining a sense of respect and understanding towards those we are communicating with. Another important aspect of integrating influence and empathy is learning to adapt our communication style to meet the needs of the people we are engaging with. This means recognizing that not everyone communicates in the same way or responds to the same cues. By being flexible and open-minded, we can tailor our approach to better connect with others and build rapport. Furthermore, integrating influence and empathy into our interactions involves being willing to step into the shoes of others and see the world through their eyes. This requires us to suspend judgment, cultivate curiosity, and practice active listening. When we take the time to truly listen and empathize with others, we create a safe space for them to be vulnerable and authentic, leading to deeper and more meaningful connections. Influence and empathy are not mutually exclusive. In fact, they complement each other beautifully when used in combination. When we approach interactions with a balance of influence and empathy, we can create positive outcomes for all parties involved. By using our influence to inspire others towards a shared vision and our empathy to connect with them on a personal level, we can build bridges, foster understanding, and create lasting impact. So, as we move forward on our journey towards enhancing our communication skills and emotional intelligence, let us remember the power of integrating influence and empathy into our everyday interactions. Let us strive to be authentic, compassionate, and respectful in all of our communications, knowing that by doing so, we can truly make a difference in the lives of others and in the world around us. Chapter 22. Measuring and Evaluating Progress in Communication Skills and Emotional Intelligence. As we journey through life, it is important to take stock of our progress and growth. In the realm of communication skills and emotional intelligence, this evaluation becomes even more crucial. How can we measure our ability to connect with others, to understand their emotions, and to respond with empathy and kindness? One way to assess our progress in communication skills is to pay attention to our interactions with others. Are we able to express ourselves clearly and effectively? Do we listen actively and attentively to the words and emotions of those around us? Are we able to resolve conflicts peacefully and constructively? These are all important aspects of communication that we can observe and evaluate in our daily lives. Another way to measure our progress in communication skills is to seek feedback from others. Ask your friends, family, and colleagues for their perspectives on how you communicate. Are there areas where you excel, as well as areas where you could improve? By opening yourself up to constructive criticism, you can gain valuable insights into your communication style and make necessary adjustments. In the realm of emotional intelligence, measuring progress can be a bit more challenging. Emotional intelligence is about understanding and managing our own emotions, as well as recognizing and responding to the emotions of others. It is a deeply internal process that requires self-reflection and self-awareness. One way to gauge your emotional intelligence is to pay attention to your emotional responses in different situations. Are you able to stay calm and composed in stressful or challenging environments? Do you find yourself reacting impulsively or irrationally when faced with conflict or adversity? By observing your own emotions and behaviors, you can begin to understand your emotional strengths and weaknesses. Another way to measure your progress in emotional intelligence is to seek feedback from others. Ask those close to you how they perceive your ability to empathize, understand, and support them during difficult times. Are you able to offer comfort and compassion when needed, or do you struggle to connect emotionally with others? By opening yourself up to feedback, you can gain valuable insights into your emotional intelligence and make positive changes. Ultimately, measuring and evaluating progress in communication skills and emotional intelligence is a deeply personal and introspective process. It requires honesty, vulnerability, and a willingness to grow and evolve. By paying attention to your interactions with others, seeking feedback, and reflecting on your emotional responses, you can gain valuable insights into your strengths and weaknesses in these key areas. Remember, progress is not always linear or easy. It may require time, effort, and patience to develop strong communication skills and emotional intelligence. But the rewards, deeper connections, stronger relationships, and greater personal growth are well worth the journey. So, take the time to assess your progress, make necessary adjustments, and continue to cultivate empathy, understanding, and kindness in all your interactions. The world will thank you for it. As we come to the conclusion of this journey exploring influence and empathy, communication skills, and emotional intelligence, it is important to reflect on the key takeaways and strategies that we have discussed throughout this book. Understanding the power of influence and empathy is essential for enhancing our relationships and fostering a deeper connection with others. One of the key takeaways from this book is the importance of active listening in communication. By truly listening to others without judgment or interruption, we can show empathy and understanding, which in turn strengthens our relationships. It is crucial to practice active listening in all our interactions, whether it be with friends, family, colleagues, or even strangers. Another key takeaway is the power of vulnerability in building trust and fostering empathy. By being open and honest about our thoughts and feelings, we allow others to see our true selves and connect with us on a deeper level. Vulnerability is not a weakness, but a strength that can lead to more meaningful relationships and greater influence. Developing emotional intelligence is also essential for effective communication and building strong relationships. Understanding and managing our own emotions, as well as recognizing and empathizing with the emotions of others, allows us to navigate difficult situations with grace and compassion. By cultivating emotional intelligence, we can create a more harmonious and empathetic world around us. In conclusion, the journey to enhancing our influence, empathy, communication skills, and emotional intelligence is a continuous one. It requires practice, patience, and self-reflection. By incorporating the strategies and techniques discussed in this book into our daily lives, we can continue to grow and evolve in our ability to connect with others and make a positive impact on the world. As we move forward on this journey, let us remember the power of influence and empathy and the importance of communication skills and emotional intelligence in our interactions with others. Let us strive to be better listeners, more vulnerable and authentic in our relationships, and more attuned to our own emotions and those of others. May we always seek to understand and empathize with those around us, and may we use our influence to uplift and inspire others to do the same. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and I wish you all the best in your continued growth in influence, empathy, communication skills, and emotional intelligence.